Hello everybody, Awesome50 back again, and today I'm going to talk about the game Maneater. That's the one, Maneater, the shark game, the infamous shark game which everybody loves, and today I'm going to discuss that. So let's begin. The shark game Maneater, yes, it's on the Xbox Game Pass, and at first I went into this game feeling as though this is going to be some cheap trash. This is going to be an extremely shockingly awful game, and it turns out the game's actually reasonably good, and I'd recommend anybody to play the game. Yes, I'm doing a good review on this game. There are still some stupid elements to the game, but I'm not going to turn around and say that this is a bad game. I don't know whether it is or it isn't because I didn't actually research this, but it could very well possibly be some form of high indie game. I don't think it's made by like an up there legit like development team such as Bethesda, Ubisoft, or anything like that. It's not made by any big corporation or anything. I think it literally is just a really good indie game. It's like the how to explain it. It's got some role-playing elements into it, but not very much. It's more like plays like GTA, but not really like that either, so it's very difficult to explain. So basically, you start off moving this shark's mother. You're actually a bull shark. You start off moving the shark's mother, and she's pregnant with the main shark, which you're going to be. So basically, you're swimming around, you do these quests, you like eat humans and all this, and this, and then all of a sudden, this mighty, infamous fisherman called Scaly Pete comes along, and what Scaly Pete does? Scaly Pete catches the shark, and then he kills her, and then he cuts the shark open, which is then your character, that shark, and then he scars the shark so he knows where you are in the future and chucks you back in the water. Splash. And then he just goes off, and all that. So, yeah. And then you begin, you're like in this swampy environment full of alligators and all sorts of stuff like that. And you're like you're a baby bull shark. Okay, so the game is kind of... I think the game is actually one of them... It starts off extremely challenging, but then gets easier as you level up. I mean, that's kind of an oldish system now. You don't really see that anymore. That's like, for example, where you play the first Pokemon games. Of course, the game's harder because you're low-level Pokemon, so you can't fight everything. So that's just an analogy, people. So yeah, this bull shark. So basically, being this bull shark, you've got to swim around and just keep eating everything in your path. And every time you eat something, you gain experience. And then you can grow into a bigger and bigger shark. So by getting experience, you can swim around these a lot of in-game collectibles kind of things, which you can use to level up very fast. So to level up extremely fast, the only thing you can do is eat everything in sight. Find these nutrient caches, which are floated around in places which have nutrients in, which give you large experience. Doing side quests, doing the jobs, and doing the main quests, and eating everything in sight, which is pretty much grinding for levels, and then you will level up. The only thing I don't like is the max level cap is actually 30 in the base game, but then it goes up to 40 in the DLC. Yes, it goes up to level 30. That's the only bad thing. What the fuck? Why would you only go to level 30? You go to level 30, but then you fight sperm whales later on in the game that are level 45. You fight an apex sperm whale, which is level fucking 60 near the end of the game, but you're level 30, so you're at a disadvantage. Anyway, let's go back to where I were. So yeah, you level up and then you go around doing jobs. Sometimes the jobs and the side quests aren't too different from the main quest. That's a bad thing, because a main quest will show up in like a white exclamation mark in like a blue sphere. And for example, one of the main quests might be swim here, consume 15 humans. But then you might do that, you progress to the storyline, but then you get a side quest, which is like, go here and consume 15 people. So it doesn't really make a difference what the quests are. You might as well make up all main quests. Or for example, you get a hunting quest where you have to go and kill like this, I don't know, hunted barracuda. But then in the main quests, you have in main quests where you have to do apex battles, where you'll go somewhere, like I mentioned with the sperm whale, you'll go somewhere and there'll be a little cutscene that will show some freaked out, I don't know, for example, there's one where you go to one of these Apex battles, and it's this mighty great white shark, and it like this little cutscene where the shark shows itself, and it's usually messed up looking because it's kind of scary because it's the Apex. So then you battle the Apex, and then you can unlock some kind of evolution or something like that. So basically, what I'm saying is the quests are good. They're fun to do because it is literally like a shark emulator. And I'm not saying it's such a bad thing, but it is, because if you're gonna have any game, main quests have to be different to side quests. They can't be the same thing. It just doesn't work. And especially when you've got, I call them jobs, which aren't side quests. They're just there. Okay, you can't count them the same as the quests. It just doesn't make sense. A main quest is a storyline main quest. A side quest is a side quest. A job is something you choose to do, which shouldn't make any difference whatsoever. Okay, so you can't have them as the same thing. Another thing is, I'm going to cover the evolution stages now. As you evolve in the game, this is actually pretty decent, and I do actually really like this. You start off as a baby bull shark. Okay, you're like 1 to 3 meters in length. And then when you get to level, I could be wrong here, people, I think it's level 5, you turn into a teen. No, sorry, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. It's 1 to 3, you're a baby shark, okay? And that's where everything can pretty much kill you. Everything can kill you. So this is where leveling up is extremely important. And then I think it's from level 3 to 9, you become a teen shark. And then from, let me think, is it 1 to 3? Oh yeah, wait, 5. Sorry. It's yeah, level 1 to 3 you're a baby shark. I think it's 3 to 10 or 3 to 9. Then you're a teen shark, and then from 9 to 20 you're an adult shark. Now I could be off with my numbers here, but it's something like that. And then you fight Scaly Pete for the first time because you have to. And then when you go back to your grotto, your cave, then you become an elder shark, and then when you get to level 30 you become the mega shark. Now with being the mega shark, the only downside is that you can only go to 9 meters in length max, when a megalodon would have been about 18 feet max. So you don't actually get that megalodon feel. You're just like a well overpowered great white shark. That's the only downside with the evolution. The evolution is pretty good because when you do quests, and you also have bounties where if you gain infamy from like level, it's like GTA, it's like getting the 3 stars, but it doesn't really work like that. So your infamy level will be 1, and then it keeps leveling up, and then an experienced shark bounty hunter will come and try to kill you. You kill them, and then you'll get some evolution perk. Okay. So yeah, you have grottos which you go and visit. So every now and then, every time you move to a new region of the map, bear in mind every region of the map gets progressively more difficult with the creatures in the sea which can kill you, the hunters, all that stuff, etc. You have grottos which are pretty much safe houses you can fast travel to, and they're the only places you can kind of evolve. So for example, you can get like evolutions such as bioelectric teeth, which have electricity that stun your prey. You can get like a bone tail, where you spin your tail around and it can sink ships pretty much almost immediately. It's like swinging a sea sledgehammer. You can get like shadow teeth, for example, where you bite into prey and you gain health. Another one I like is the bioelectric body, where as you're swimming, you like go, it's like mini warp speed, which is actually pretty decent. So yeah, the evolutions are really, really off the chart. They're so fun. It's a really, really fun to experiment with anyway. And you unlock them as you progress through the game. Going back, the only thing is, like I said, going back to the leveling system, I didn't know the level cap was level 30. So when I was playing the game, I was grinding like mad. I wanted to be over leveled for everything. And when I was greeted with the level 30, level cap, I was gutted because I got to level 30 before I was even halfway through the game, because I was thinking, well, I really need to grind up because I get to the last boss is going to be really difficult, so I really need to be prepared here. Turns out I wasted time basically. It wasn't a case of, oh, you can keep leveling up to level 100 or something like that. It was nothing like that at all. You get to level 30, I got to level 32 quick, so that means I spent at least 6 hours doing pretty much nothing because I would have got to that level anyway doing the quests. It didn't make any difference. So that was the kind of the sad thing about that, if I'm being honest. But overall, fun game. It is a really good game. It's one of them games, there's not... I mean, people might tell you there's a lot of storyline to it. There isn't any. There's no storyline. You're just a shark that goes around eating people and things and fighting predators. The game was summed up to be a shark simulator. It was sold as being a shark. Well, no. When they brought the game out, they were trying to say it was a GTA, like a shark version of GTA. It plays a bit like that, but it was never like that. You know, the game doesn't. It plays a bit. It tries to play like GTA, but it doesn't quite work. It's just a shark simulator. Yeah, and nowadays they promote the game as a shark simulator. Just look at it as a shark simulator, people. I would heavily give it a play. It's free on the Xbox Game Pass. If you got Xbox Game Pass, just play the game. If you've nothing better to do, if you, it's one of them games that's good. Is if you're if you've sat there, you're on your Xbox, PlayStation, whatever, and you're thinking, right, I want to kill some time. I'm supposed to be going out tonight or something like that. I want to kill a few hours. What should I play? Play Maneater. Play the game. It's fun. It's good for killing time. The storyline's not really in depth. Yeah, I think it tries to be, but it's not. It's worth a play, just for grinding. For example, it's one of them games you can play while playing another game, not at the same time. But let's just say you're, I don't know, playing Final Fantasy 15 or something like that, and you just don't have the time at the minute to like get stuck into that game because you've got plans later on today. Let's play something else. Well, just stick Maneater on for a bit. You know, just kill some people, kill some sharks, kill some, I don't know, sperm whales. Just to chill for a bit. It's nice and relaxing. The game's not too difficult. In that retrospect, it's kind of fun if you think of it like that. But I wouldn't suggest playing it if you're a really in-depth gamer and you want lots of in-game content and you want your mind to be blown away by an epic storyline, because that it isn't that kind of game. But it is a good game for a good play. So, yes, I'm going to give this game... What am I going to give it? What am I going to give it? I haven't even thought about that. What am I going to give the game? It's 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 because of the repetitive. Because it's so repetitive. That's why. Because it's so repetitive. That's the only reason why. Once you the quests get more difficult, but I mean, for example, later on in the game, one of the harder quests, which you have to do about 3 times, is consume 10 hammerhead sharks, and that ain't difficult because you get to a point when you're a mega shark where you just get them in your mouth and you can chew them. They never escape, so it's not even difficult. Even though they're generally guarded by killer whales and sperm whales, your shark can move that fast at that time. They're not even a threat. Also, the leveling system, it's a joke. Why am I fighting a level 60 sperm whale when I can only go to level 30 myself? Killed it easily, but that was just because of skill. You can't have level 60 bad guys and then only have a level 30 mega shark. It don't work like that. And it probably wouldn't have been that long to develop a better system, you know. Plus, I've only just started the DLC. I haven't actually. I haven't talked about the DLC because I'm still playing it. But you can go up to level 40, but your shark size still stays the same. Now, a megalodon was twice the size of what your shark can actually be. But in the game's defense, they never do say you're a megalodon. They always refer to you as a mutated bull shark, so I can kind of let that slide. So that's it, people. 7 out of 10. Maneater. Go on the Game Pass, people. Install the game. Give it a play. See what you guys think. Just take my review as a pinch of salt, because the game is a good game only if you want to kill some time. If you want, or if you're not really a gamer, you don't really play games that much, you just do sometimes, you want to play some, just have some quick fun, a bit of a quick gaming fix, Maneater's your game, okay? You can't go wrong. It's one of them games that's for everybody. Everybody can have fun with Maneater. I wouldn't say it's a child-friendly game, I'm not going to say that, but at the end of the day, you are moving a shark, so, you know, parents, it's a shark game, don't let your kids play it. You will be killing humans. Unless you want to let them play it, but it's heavily... I wouldn't recommend it. I'd say the game's good from age 12 upwards. I could be wrong. People might say, hey, no, the game should be an age 18. No, 12 upwards. Come on, it's parental discretion, you know. It's one of them. If you want to let your kids play the game, let them play it, but just don't let them do the quests. Let them just move the shark around and eat fish. You know, you can kind of hide them away from the quests. For example, if a parent has already completed the game and then they want to just let the child who's 12 and above play the game, just give them the controller and you supervise, and just stick them in the Gulf or something like that where there's no people, just so they can run around moving the shark. I mean, swim around moving the shark. They don't actually need to do anything. You know, might keep your kids quiet for a bit. You never know. But take it with a pinch of salt. I'm not a parent. I don't know. So yeah, that's the end of this review. Thank you all for stopping by. I don't know when I'm going to do my next game review on. We'll soon see. Awesome 50 out.